Let's see. We did the Howl Theater with Flint Horror Collective meets the Phantom.
Right.
Which we ended up playing Kiss Meets the Phantom and
Trick or Treat.
Or Treat.
Yep. To fun. About 3 or 4 or 5 patrons.
Yeah.
It was a good idea. I like the idea of getting out of Flint to do events.
Yeah.
But what a fucking blowout.
Yeah, it was a bust.
A bust, right, absolutely. I enjoyed being there.
Yeah.
I loved talking to the owner, and I loved talking to David Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
I loved being there with our people, but ultimately, it was a bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that where like your mystery movies.
Yep.
Just kind of like won't get very much traction. But
right.
What was playing next door?
The next theater over?
Yeah.
Joker 2.
But that didn't have a lot of people in it either.
No.
It was like nothing.
Right.
So at least we had like some people.
Right. I wonder, that's our normal October event, our annual Halloween event. And I wonder if we had bands playing, if we would have brought in some other people. But they didn't have a stage or a sound system. And remember, we talked about it. If that was going to happen, it would mean that we bring all the PA stuff and, ultimately it's going to be you and me and probably Matt doing the majority of the sound, the setup, and everything just based off of everybody else's schedule and where Zach was living at the time. Everything was like, oh, this sounds like a whole lot of extra work that I did not want to do. I think there was other shows going on around that time for us. It was like not soon. I think that was after Melody Inn. I can't remember what was going on, but I was like, no, I don't want to do this tonight.
We had
we need some
the Burton Beat podcast that we did the next week after that. Like
maybe that was it. Yeah. And that podcast, that was fun. I did enjoy doing that, but again, that was like walking into something where the people that were putting it on, they kind of didn't really have their stuff put together when we got there. Like there were the place where we were playing had all these chairs, and like one of their guys was running really late, and when we got there was nobody else there. And then when one guy finally got there, he was like, oh, I got to move all this stuff and do all this stuff, and he didn't really know what to do with the sound too much. He seemed a little bit at a loss. I don't know if it was his buddy that was the sound professional or whatever, but fortunately, we helped and we cleaned it up, and I thought it was fun to do it. But it's just, this year seems to have been the year of cool stuff going on, good ideas from production teams, but maybe not the best A to Z plan
right
for bands. It was kind of like you make do with what you got. I mean, fuck, man, what are you gonna do? Just get there and go, oh, there's chairs in the way. Right. I'm not lifting a finger. Like, fuck that, just pick up the fucking shit and make room. And we just did it, and it was cool. People came to celebrate your birthday. You and Matt's birthday. Yeah, that was cool.
Scorpios.
Yeah. And nobody fucking ate the cake.
Ate it later.
Yeah, I was like, cut the fucking cake. Yeah, Lincoln ate the cupcakes. Yeah.
Good for him. He had like 4.
Yeah, I was like, get him all sugared up. But he was good. He behaved.
He was just fine.
I think that was my favorite part of that. That, seeing, being in the podcast, that was great. And I love the guys that do it, that Mark, and I think his name is Jeff, that do the podcast. Really super sweet guys. And being that it was your birthday and Matt's birthday, and Russ and Kathy showed up, Lindsay showed up, and oh my God, I'm forgetting his name just off the top of my head. Steve Reddy.
Steve Reddy.
Yep,
Yeah.
Steve Reddy, our goblin buddy, showed up. I mean, and we get to play. I mean, I love it. I loved it. Yeah. So, fuck it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if people that are on production teams don't know what they're doing from A to Z, it's okay. We'll try to help out in the middle.
Improvise.
Yeah, we help. That's what I like about us.
Life takes quite a bit of improvising, I guess.
Yeah. Especially when you're playing a stupid band like Lords of October.
It's not stupid. Stop that right now. So on to November, which was not that long ago. We voted. Masonic Temple paranormal investigation, which was really cool. I wish we could do some more of that. Like, I just want to
oh, well, we are.
We're going to do some more?
Yeah, we're doing part 2.
Yay.
Yeah, we'll talk about more of that later.
Yeah, absolutely. Taco Tuesdays. We had some tacos. We had a UFC event where Damon and Lindsay came over, and that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
More metal meetups. We had your parents over for Thanksgiving, which was really sweet. And we also rode the Christmas train at Huckleberry Railroad for the first time.
Opening night.
It was really cool.
And it was really cool, like cold.
Cold. Yes, the train ride is cold. It's not heated. I mean, if it is, it's not heated.
If it is, it's not. If they tell you it is, they're lying.
It's very chilly, and it's really cool, though. If you've never ridden the Christmas train, I suggest you do so, because it's really neat.
Yeah, that was nice.
And it's a very old, vintage train. It's like a steam engine.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. They do their annual tree lighting, and they have music playing, the Christmas
fireworks,
music, and the whole and fireworks. They did a big display for Christmas, which I didn't even really know that they did that. Mm-hmm. Even though we live 2 miles down the road and we could probably see the fireworks from where we are, but did not see that. And they have hot cocoa, which is awesome, and pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I think my cat is hungry. She keeps meowing, so if you hear her, she's just begging for food because she's fat. So December was
it's December now. We're in December.
It is the last day of December of 2024, and now I have to remember that it's going to be 2025 and write that down on my paperwork at the work.
Mm-hmm.
I always do that. I'm it's 2024 5. Let's see.
And this month, well, the last couple of weeks, so it's been vacation time for me. You were on vacation for a week, and now we're at the end of the year. It's actually 11:01 right now, so we're in the hour before the new year here in Michigan, and that's I get that this is the condensed version and revisiting of events on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
It's condensed. I could talk for an hour about one event, right, and how much I enjoyed it, or just memories from it when you bring it up. But as you were doing this, going throughout the year, I was like, oh yeah, that's what happened. And we've got another one coming up here, another year.
Yeah.
With things to do. Yeah, coming up. I mean, just in a couple weeks, we're going to be playing with Venom Inc. over at Diesel again.
That's right.
Which is very fucking cool.
A little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, very fucking cool to play with Venom Inc. And I appreciate all the cool people that help these things go on all throughout the year. There's a lot to do in the year, but this recapping for me is like mostly personal things, like the little adventures that we've had and the time away, and other things that we've accomplished that we haven't even mentioned. You do a lot around here that is creative and helpful just to our everyday lives. And for that, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for the lives that we have together and our little podcast with, 10 subscribers or whatever.
Thanks.
It's just fun. I just like to do it regardless. And I like this format where there's, it might just be, a wide angle
for now,
but I like it. It's easy. It should be fun and easy.
I'm grateful for easy.
Yeah.
Because I do all the editing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're a great editor.
Thanks. I try.
So why don't we break here? We've been talking for... you got something else.
A little bit more here in December that we did.
Okay.
So we did the Flint Local Strange and Wonderful Showcase, author showcase, which there not a whole lot of people showed up to.
Oh wait, the place had a lot of people in it.
They had a lot of people that were like the authors.
Oh, you mean like people showing up?
Yes.
Well, so, there were a couple people that showed up.
There were a couple people showed up. Lindsay came to see us, and Joe. And it was nice to see like the people like at the Flint Local, you have your little area where you set up for your tables and stuff. And then they had readings on their books or poetry or whatever they wanted to see. And that was really cool. I like that kind of thing. It's kind of like, something you would see like at a coffee house, that they would set up stuff like that. I think that'd be cool. They have coffee or something too.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's a Chris Ringler event.
Yeah.
Monster Society.
The Monster Society.
Yeah, Lindsay brought us a blueberry pie.
That's right.
And
amazing.
Joe came out from fucking Troy or wherever he lives. That's like far, to come and he said the same thing. He likes those kind of events. When if there were coffee, he would have had a coffee. Yeah. Chris. And and that was the night that you rescued Zach from with the U-Haul.
Right. Yep. I had to drive that clunky old U-Haul from Flint to Grand Blanc, which I like driving big trucks and stuff. It's just kind of scary. You're going on the expressway. I didn't want to go over like 65 miles an hour because I was like, I can't see shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is really weird.
Matt only had a certain amount of time that he could help him. And when that ran out, he called us and was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm at an event with your dad, doing this thing. I'm about to read from my book. And but it was cool that we still helped him.
And he showed up, and
that was nice. A cool. I don't care that nobody showed up. I wish people did, but it doesn't bother me that they didn't.
Yeah.
So
I like to be of service. It's something I like to do.
Yeah.
I get my shirt off my own back for people.
Yeah, well, I will always question everybody.
I know.
But I like to be of service also, as you know, but I gotta question people we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, personally, if I know you, like, well, I even give like my coats away to strangers that look like they need one.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Okay. So have I. Yeah. I've given my dirty underwear to people that look like they don't need them. Are there other things in this?
Yeah, there's a couple of other things. Yep. I learned how to fix the well pump pressure switch, which I had to go in what I call Spiderville. That's our crawl space area, which you really have to like crawl down into, and it's normally in the summertime I'll take my little leaf blower and blow all the spiders out of the way before I get in there, but it wasn't too bad. I just kind of like whipped it around a little bit. It was gross, but I learned how to do that, which is kind of fun. I like that kind of stuff. I like to learn how to fix things and be of our like our handyman person.
You're a
I
handy
guess.
person.
I'm a handy person.
Yeah.
I'm handy capable.
Mm-hmm.
We went to see Goblin at the Crowfoot.
Right. Oh
And
my
get
God.
an after show burrito at
Yeah.
Del Taco. It was like 20 minutes away from that. And that was amazing. Their shows are always amazing.
I think that was my favorite one since the first one.
Yeah.
Although I love every one.
Right.
I am glad though that they didn't do a movie behind it.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
they
love
have,
just
like,
I'd like to
videos.
see them but playing the soundtrack.
Right.
I like just to see them do their music.
Yeah.
And this was like the span of their whole discography. Of course, they could have played for 3 more hours and still had more to play. But I like that they did everything, even like the most recent release, The Devil Is Back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. Very fun. Very, very fun. I like that they also play Halloween and the Tubular Bells from The Exorcist, which was great. And I think Steve Reddy really liked that too, because he's a big Exorcist fan.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool too.
Yeah. And thank goodness you bought us front row golden seating tickets.
Yeah. There was only like 2 rows that they had for the gold seating, and then the rest of it, which, I mean, the Crowfoot's not that big. So anywhere you sit is going to be amazing, but front row is like,
that was the best. Oh yeah. Like I could have tied Claudio's shoes together and made him trip.
Right.
And how cool was that?
And we were like sitting right in front of him, so he would just look down and like talk at us. We were like,
oh yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yep. And then being able to talk to Federico and Cecilia. That was
which
super was really cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
You know, even though like she doesn't speak a whole lot of English, but what she did, she was just like, "Oh, thank you." Mm-hmm. Yep. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, like there's something really nice about being recognized, from the stage and him being like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And then coming down after and just being like, "How are you? Hello, meet my wife," and everything else. I was like, this is kind of an honor, just to meet her. She's such a great bass player, and they work so well together. Like they got that chemistry, like romance and like music fluidity. That was a wonderful night, a great night, and we both got matching fucking hoodies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
December 13th was also a Friday the 13th, which is always wonderful. Some more podcast. We rearranged our bedroom to my husband's dismay, because he's a Virgo, and it was a little upsetting, I understand, but now it looks really great and everything's like as it should be and in its place. And you really do like it now? Oh,
I love it. Yeah, I love it. It's just, when things don't go as planned and you see, I just said, you know what you're doing. I trust you. I should know better than that. I should know, like, you have an idea of feng shui and balance in a room. You do, but you need some help. Wow. And, what the fuck is this? Oh, I don't need that. You needed some help with it. And so the way you were doing things, if I had not said anything, they would probably still be unbalanced and really weird. But, hey, that's fortunately probably the last time we're going to do that for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go back to the way it was, because I think this makes the room look much bigger, and I think it flows easier, as you're going in and out of it. So it looks very nice.
Yeah, you did a good job after I helped you.
Yes, you did. You did help. Very, very lovely. Very, very lovely. But that was like some madness, and that took hours because we got a lot of stuff. And of course, visit with your parents for Christmas, and Joe came over to see us for a little while. And I've got a lot of movies that we've seen throughout the year, which is going to be on another segment because there's a lot of them and so much to talk about. So that concludes our little fun journey throughout the year on my Zen 2024 wall calendar.
And that was, I think we started at 9:45.
Yeah, so we've been talking quite a bit. So we got some long segments to.
Yeah. We'll stop here.
We'll stop here
at 11:15, and our next one is going to run into the witching hour and to the new year. So
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.